YouTube? Once again, back with another reaction video. This one's by EWU Crime Story Time. And it's called Mom Walks with Dead 3-Year-Old in the Stroller.
The baby was unconscious.
He had bruises from head to toe.
He refused his neck.
You're going to be under arrest right now.
I get him in trouble. I have nothing. I have no support. I have nobody.
What are you protecting? What happened?
I was going to be next.
After years in foster care, a 3-year-old boy is reunited with his mother.
Damn. Should have kept him in foster care. Holy shit, dude. Damn. Little homie was safe. And then as soon as he gets with his mother, he's dead.
To suffer a horrific accident just 3 months later. But the truth is written on his small body, and it paints a far darker picture than anyone has been led to believe.
Robert told her to stick to the story or you'll never see it again.
Just hold on, Pops. Just hold on, Pops.
The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 3:20 p.m., June 14th, 2023, dispatchers in Cleveland, Ohio receive an urgent call to 911.
I wonder what's going on.
Cleveland.
Because he was at the beginning of the video. Homeboy in the red was getting fucking cuffed too. So let's see what he did. What if mom isn't the only bad one? What if it's both of them? And while I have this play, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yes,
Sorry.
we need some paramedic here on 79th and Euclid here, and I believe this Borden Square. Is this at the Family Dollar? Stop breathing. I guess he fell at a park, a water park. She's been.
Officers with the Cleveland Division of Police arrive on scene, where paramedics have already begun life-saving efforts on 3-year-old Curtis Witcher, who is still unresponsive.
Did you see what happened in there?
No, he was not here. She came up and ran in the dollar store and asked all of us for our phones. We all called 911. I was on the ground with I don't mean to call him this, but the Caucasian man. He was giving them.
I think
trying to search for.
Honestly, I think Caucasian is even better to call him than white. You know what I mean? White, I guess. I feel like if I want to be respectful, I'll pull out the Caucasian. I'll definitely pull out the Caucasian.
First pulse. He did not have a pulse since he got here.
I mean, what happened to the baby though? Like,
We don't know. She said he fell. Yeah, she in the thing.
I'm sure she had 2 kids with her. A double
It says,
stroller.
She had 2 kids with her, and one of them was dead. So one of them was in the stroller with the dead baby in the back. Is crazy. That baby in the back is crazy.
they're going to take him to the hospital.
yeah, we're going right now.
Okay, but do you know if he has a pulse yet, at least?
We want to talk to her. She said in the back of the van.
And she's pregnant, too.
Yeah.
Is she pregnant? Damn, if you can't take care of one, you got one taken away. Why'd you go and get another one, didn't you? Why you brewing another one?
With the
Why
mother
the matter of fact, why the fuck does she have the other baby in her fucking hands right now? I wouldn't even trust her holding on to that. Holding on to that kid.
Dress, the officer instead heads inside to speak with a store employee in the hopes of getting more information.
She says she was at a water park somewhere and her baby fell. She came in here and asked me if I would call 911. She said if nobody would call 911 for her. I don't know where it happened, but when she got here, the baby was unconscious.
Damn, she didn't want to see no baby, dude. Her eyes are puffy as fuck already. She been crying, man. That sucks. That sucks.
He also learns the mother had a second child with her. And
Dude, go ahead and take the damn child, the alive ones, away from her. Am I wrong in saying that? Why does she have the other child in her hands right fucking now? I bet you.
The ride.
Fuck, that could have been very bad, dude.
The one that's in the ambulance,
where I'm going,
the one
and then I'll go
that's,
back to
was perfectly fine was back here.
Yeah, okay.
So when me and the white guy came outside, he just straight unstrapped him and took him out and laid him on the ground. And gave him CPR.
Wow.
Until you guys got here.
Dude, homie, Caucasian dude. Fuck yeah, man. Instantly went to work, bro. Gotta respect it, man. Instantly went to work. I gotta respect that.
Backup arrives and quickly gets caught up to speed.
Okay, so mom's right here in this white van. Ron's in the back of there. They've got a 3-year-old. They're working on him. I don't think she's or not conscious, not breathing. They're doing CPR right now. I don't
Do
think
we know the circumstances?
not the mother's hysterical right now, so I didn't even try to talk to her. She's in the white van in the back. Yeah, she's got another.
Make sure we get her information.
Yeah, please.
The mother is identified as 30-year-old Tamika Eggleton, and she's transported along with both children.
Yeah. Why the fuck? Why the fuck do they? Why the fuck are her
30-year-old Tamika Eggleton?
Why the fuck are her fucking glasses so fucking cockeyed, man? It looked like that bitch got smacked around. Yo, fix your glasses, bitch. God. Damn.
And she's transported along with both children, 3-year-old Curtis and
forgive
1-year-old
me, Lord, I
John
didn't mean
John,
to say that.
to Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. Meanwhile, officers attempt to figure out where Curtis may have suffered the fall, but hit a dead end.
She said this happened at a water park. Is there like an outdoor kids
That's
pool
what I'm
or something
saying.
around
Not that I
here?
know of what kind of sprinkle machine would be over here.
I'm sorry.
Because if it is, she walked
So the store's not a scene.
No. She came in here with the kid already injured.
With no water parks nearby, officers radio their colleagues
Yeah,
at the
take the
hospital,
other one away.
hoping they can ask the mom for a specific location.
Very
hard to get any information from her right now. She's crying. She said the kid fell on his head at the water park. She put him in the stroller just for a little bit so he, calm down and recover. And then moments later, this happened. The kid was unresponsive.
Moments later, though, but then
Tragically,
where is the water park, and then where is the Family Dollar that she was found at? And if it's not moments later, then she was walking with that that kid, unresponsive for a long time.
40 minutes
possibly
after the
caused
initial
the
call
death.
to 911, 3-year-old Curtis Witcher was pronounced deceased.
Damn.
His autopsy the next morning would shatter any notion of an accidental death, and following several shocking discoveries, his death was ruled a homicide.
Damn.
Tamika's 1-year-old.
You know what I did? You know what I need right now? Oh, man. So that was the older son. That was the older brother. That's crazy, man. This is what I need right now, because this bitch with the crooked ass glasses is pissing me off right fucking now. Ouch.
Is removed from her care and an investigation begins. Detectives soon learn that 3-year-old Curtis had only recently been returned to Tamika's custody in January after spending most of his life in foster care. Protective supervision ended only 3 months ago.
Why was he taken away from you?
I was hospitalized with him when I was pregnant for a couple months. I lost my home because I couldn't pay my rent because I was hospitalized for all them months.
Damn, that's a bad situation regardless.
Basically, I grew up in foster care. I have no support. So they thought I couldn't take care of him because I didn't have support.
But this isn't the whole truth, and as the investigators are about to learn, getting any semblance of honesty from Tamika will be easier said than done. Already she's told an egregious lie about where Curtis suffered his injury, one that's easy enough to disprove. While at the hospital, Tamika told an officer the name of the splash park was at the Lonnie Burton Recreation Center, a 2-mile walk from the Family Dollar.
Can you hear me, Sergeant?
Yes.
All right. Did you review the video and download the video from Splash Park and the surrounding project buildings?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and did I send you a photograph of the female I was looking for?
Yes, you did.
Okay, did you see that female at any moment at the park on Wednesday the 14th?
No, she was never there.
Okay, and then you spoke to a worker there?
Yeah, we have a resident worker who mans the splash park when it's open, and she never saw that female or those children there either.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Sarge. I just wanted her to hear it.
What do we think? Do you think she telling the truth, or is she lying?
You're welcome.
All right.
We was at that splash park. I promise you.
But even the paramedics who initially found Curtis in his tragic state noticed something was off with Tamika's story.
I guess she
But if he
pushed
fell in
him
the
there in
water
the
park, how
stroller.
did he end up in Dollar General? And
Doesn't make any sense.
he didn't appear to be, but he was wearing a bathing suit.
Aside from Curtis being completely dry, paramedics documented something else that was even more alarming.
The report EMS is stating that Curtis was cold and clammy to the touch. When EMS arrived on scene.
As the detective steps out to take a phone call, his colleague gently presses Tamika to start telling the truth.
He had been deceased for some time. Enough
Let me
for
take
the
a hit of my
body
vape.
temperature to give them that feeling of being cold and clammy. Does that make sense?
No.
That's what I needed right there.
If he was unresponsive earlier than you thought, and you just don't want to say.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I didn't know.
He's with you, so.
Yes, when he was in the stroller, thought he was asleep. Both of my kids was asleep. They do this every time I put them in the stroller and we take a long walk. They will fall asleep. I'm thinking my baby is asleep. I'm not thinking my baby's dead or none of that. I'm not thinking like that.
But like falling and hitting your head, like falling from even just it's a 3-year-old kid falling and hitting your head. You kind of have to be a little bit more, take it a little serious, you know? Don't you? Or am I tripping?
When he returns, the detective shares a disturbing detail from Curtis's autopsy, one that sets Tamika on a defensive path.
He actually had marks across here, and they were like almost like whip marks.
Damn.
Okay, and they called pattern, so it was consistent all through his midsection. Okay, bad enough.
Do you see that surprised look that she made? She was just like this. Yo. She was like this.
So it was
Look.
consistent.
Look at her fucking
all
face.
through his midsection.
Look at her stupid ass face.
Okay.
Yo. Yo. And even that wasn't that didn't seem real at all. Like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Bad enough where even the tip of his penis was.
Damn, are you dead ass?
Unsettling
That
as
one
it
was
is,
real.
The worst
That one was
details
real right there. Imagine that.
are still to come.
I don't whoop, sir. Right-handed. I don't whoop my kid.
How do you not see that though? You don't notice those whip like so the autopsy found that. You didn't see that?
Kids.
Then who does?
Robert chastised them. Well, not them, but Robert chastised them. I don't whoop my kids.
Robert is the father of 3-year-old Curtis, as well as the 1-year-old and Tamika's unborn child.
Describe that then. What's he do?
Like he'll pop them, or like he'll punch them, or not
What
like
the fuck?
no, not with a lot of force, or he'll hit him in his thighs. If he pee on himself, he'll chastise.
Investigators later sat down with Robert in an effort to confirm her claims, but by his account, Tamika is solely responsible for discipline, as he doesn't live with her and is rarely around the children.
You don't know what her form of discipline is?
In my eyes, put him in the corner, don't give him no snacks. That's what she presents to me.
I don't whoop my kids. I do. You stand in the corner. That is my punishment, because I know how it feels to get beat. Punishment is standing in the corner. I've never whooped my kids.
Honestly, that kind of changed how I feel about it when he just said that in my eyes, getting in the corner or like sending them to the corner or no snacks or something like that, because he just said that he don't live with them. But at the same time, we don't know. Let me see.
Kids. I don't pop my kids. I don't whoop my kids. I don't do none of that.
She's already crying though. That's like, why are you crying? Tell me you don't do it. Tell me your fucking your baby daddy does it. But he is getting a little defensive.
She would want me to pop him when he pee on himself.
She wants you?
Did you just hear that? And she just said that exactly the same thing. He'll pop him if he pees on himself and shit like that. He just said that same fucking thing. So who's lying right now?
Like you say, you gonna want him, but you don't.
Tamika claims that 3-year-old Curtis often wet himself and peed in his bed during the night, something that made Robert particularly angry.
Does Robert put his hands on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
How physical does that get?
Bad. One time, he gave me a black eye. I had to cover it up because I didn't want them to take John John. Stupid, and I stayed, but he's all I had.
During one
I
supervised...
can see that too, because she grew up in foster care as well, from what she says. And he's the only partner that he has. He has 3 kids with her. It's a pretty serious situation, going on right now. So I don't know who to believe though. The thing is, how do you not know? So like you put your kid, so your child falls, hits his head, he's crying, he's like doing all this shit. You put him in the stroller so he can calm down. You walk a couple miles, 2 miles to Family Dollar. You get there. For some reason, you ask someone to call the cops. And you ask for some help. And then two people come. A white guy and a black lady. Come, open up the stroller. Instantly see a child limp. And takes him out, unstraps him, starts performing CPR. And then the cops come, and now we're in this situation.
Visit in February, just 4 months earlier, Tamika reported to a caseworker that Robert had been abusing her for months and struck Curtis after he urinated on himself. Robert, however, denied any abuse at the time and said that he would stay away from Tamika.
He all I have. He's all I have, and if I get him in trouble, I have nothing. I have no support. I have nobody. Literally, I have nobody.
What are you protecting? What happened? Are you willing to go to prison for the rest of your life for Robert?
No.
There's no protecting anyone at this point. We need to know.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know.
The more you continue down this path of trying to cover something, you're going to separate yourself from the child that you have now, and you're going to separate yourself from the child that you're carrying.
Finally, Tamika begins to open up to the detectives, sharing what happened on the morning of Curtis's death.
Robert gets up before me. That's when I had woke up, and I'm like, it's still dark outside. Like, what is he crying for? He's like, oh, I just whooped him because he just peed through the bed. And if y'all go to my house, y'all will see in his drawers, the same drawers that he had on when he went to sleep, is sitting in my bathroom on the floor, pissy. His whole bed is still pissy, and that's in the living room.
Though not on the bathroom floor, crime scene investigators do locate a pair of stained children's underwear in Tamika's apartment bathtub.
He wasn't himself that morning. After he whooped him, Robert, he wasn't himself. He was coughing. He wasn't himself. He didn't want to eat. He didn't want to drink.
Damn.
I made his favorite food. He didn't even want to eat the pizza. That's still, if y'all go to my house, I even wrapped it up in aluminum foil, put it in a plastic bag. We was gonna eat it when we got home. He didn't even want to eat. He didn't want to drink no water.
So maybe she makes it a point to go on walks with the kids every day, or a lot of times, or something like that. And then he he done beat his kid so bad this day that he had internal injuries, and then during that walk, he succumbed to his injuries, I guess.
He didn't want nothing.
Let's see.
He didn't want anything. So be okay. He probably still, he probably just not on it. He not feeling good. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm not thinking, you know, he about to die or none of that. I'm not thinking none of that. He said that his chest was hurting.
Damn.
From his dad whooping him. And when I confronted Robert about it, I was gonna be next. I'm so sorry. I should have never let him whoop him. I didn't know. I didn't know how severe it was.
The detective moves closer to Tamika, offering her comfort as she urges her to own up to an earlier lie.
So you never went to the splash park?
No, that was the story he told me to tell because he didn't.
Who told you to tell?
Robert. Robert told me to say that. Robert, I don't.
Or so was. But I don't get that. So why would he ask you to tell that type of story to go to the water park? If the kid was in good health, or at least you didn't think he was gonna die during that walk, am I making any sense? I don't. You know what I mean? Why would there need to be a story involved?
I don't want to get hurt anymore.
Why would Robert tell you to say you took them to the park?
Because we just got them back. We didn't want to lose them again.
Okay, but who was he afraid of finding out?
But child services.
But like,
From
for what though?
Okay, Robert wasn't even supposed to be around them.
Okay.
At all. They didn't want Robert around the kids at all because he was beating on me. They didn't want him around them, but I was still allowing him because that's their dad.
Yeah.
Robert has yet to hear any of Tamika's allegations against him. When asked, he openly admits that despite promising to stay away from Tamika, he spent the night with her on the eve of Curtis's murder. But by his account, Curtis was fine and unharmed when he left for work early the following morning, where he remained all day until receiving the tragic news of his son's death over the phone. Still,
yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Claims,
is Tamika lying?
The story
I don't know.
Told is about to take a much darker turn.
Or is this dude lying?
You're gonna be under arrest right now.
I love my son.
I understand.
I done nothing.
This is nothing personal, but because it's a 3-year-old
man. That was my little man. I love my man.
You're gonna be held overnight. We gotta verify your story.
Damn.
Because she made
that was my little man.
A whole bunch of allegations.
That was my little man.
Okay.
Him saying that. Him saying that was my little man's instead of saying like, what do you mean? What kind of allegations? Like, or asking or pressing about what type of allegations they were, kind of makes me believe that he is a motherfucking. No, he did maybe have a part in this.
Hey,
who knows though?
Gonna be like this.
That's what I was just saying.
Robert's sister, who has been suspicious of Tamika's story from the start, enters the room to comfort her brother, and the detectives explain why he's been placed in handcuffs.
She finally admitted that she's not going to the splash park. Okay. But
as a sister?
She's saying that she had to say that because Robert told her to stick to the story or you'll never see the kid again.
Just hold on, Pop. Just hold on, Pop. Just hold on, Pop.
Damn, dude. That's, I don't know, man. This is, dude. If this dude is lying, You a good ass fucking liar, bro. That seems like real emotion for real. I'm not gonna lie. Who knows, man? Who knows? Hopefully, whoever's cleared is cleared, bro. Cause shit.
Your job. That's why you have your job to back you up and drive you
so
Yeah, that's
what
true.
we have to look into. And this is the key point. Okay, Curtis was heavily abused. He had bruises from head to toe.
The signs or what may have you, like, we had our suspicions.
So was trying to tell me something.
Yeah, him, not being able to use the bathroom, potty train
He always
correctly.
cry when I leave.
So it was like, we kind of figured, but we didn't know.
Robert did mention that she wanted him to discipline, but he said he didn't. He would.
And he never, we never, like, believe in disciplining our children, but not to that mental, he always wanted to be.
Say with my daughter, she'll tell you how much she loves me and how much I love her.
And my children, he raised my two children.
With him, how much I love him. When he with me.
Robert claims that he wasn't even told why his son was placed in foster care in the first place. But according to police records, Curtis was removed from their care as an infant due to neither parent being able to provide stable housing, as well as Tamika's ongoing mental health issues, which, quote, interfere with her ability to provide adequate care for the children. Further records reveal that Tamika has lost custody of all of her children except 1-year-old John.
And she have 5. Hold up. She have an 11-year-old kid, an 8 and a 9-year-old. No, she has a 11-year-old kid, a 9-year-old kid, an 8-year-old kid, and then she has child number 4 and 5, which is Robert's motherfucking kids. And she lost all of them?
Custody of all
Who
of
knows,
her children.
man? Honestly, let me take a hit because I'm getting stressed out right now. I'm getting stressed out. I don't know who to believe, honestly. I'm going back and forth. That bitch Tamika had me. I swear. I swear. She started crying and I was like, oh, maybe she telling the truth. But this motherfucker started crying and maybe he telling the truth. I don't know. Let me take a hit. This is getting too much for me. And let me give me a hit of this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. That's some good shit right there.
Except 1-year-old John.
Then she mentioned about she had another baby that passed away, but he was buried in Georgia. She never mentioned the baby's name or anything like that, and all she said was, I got a child here and a child in Georgia that's already buried, and I don't know if I want to bury my child or cremate. We never even knew about the birth of the other
girls and another boy.
Curtis's foster mother, Michelle, raised and took care of him since he was just 1 week old. According to court documents,
imagine that, man. He was probably getting real good care over there. Then had to come over here and ended up shit. He had all fucking of her kids taken away. Do you think so like if she had all her kids taken away, do you think she was just getting it was too stressful for the damn too stressful taking care of that child, so she fucking started whooping him?
Mika attended weekly visits, bonded with the baby, and even fed and changed him. However, as time progressed, she began threatening and cursing at caseworkers, refusing to take her medications, failing drug screens, and visiting less often.
Interesting.
But according to Tamika, she had serious concerns about their level of care.
I had an issue with the foster people whooping him. I have paperwork where I used to complain when my son used to come visit us with black eyes, bleeding in his ears. He had whips. He had scratch marks. He had all around his neck. He had scratch marks all around his neck. He had scratch marks.
But
I used to complain about that, and they said there was nothing that I could do because he was not in my care.
This is far from the truth. While concerns were raised about Curtis's safety and well-being, those complaints came from his foster family. One report, for example, said Tamika was allowed overnight visits, but Curtis would return wearing the same clothes, which were soaked in urine. No complaints were made about the foster family regarding scratches, black eyes, welts, or bleeding while Curtis was in their care.
I should have protected you. I'm so sorry. Fucking so sorry.
Reports also described Tamika's lengthy arrest history, including for domestic violence. Grand theft auto, resisting arrest, contempt of court, assault, and aggravated menacing. And despite a documented history of not completing drug screens or attending counseling, in January of 2023, Judge Allison Floyd ordered 3-year-old Curtis to be returned to his mother's full custody and terminated protective supervision. In her order, she ruled that the child's return to the home of Tamika Eggleton, quote, will not be contrary to the child's best interest.
The doctor said he had extremely amount bruising, a lot in the neck area, in the midsection, and a lot of.
Damn, imagine your baby mama lying on your name, bro. Fuck. Now you stuck. Cause now he came in. So he got off of work after so he woke up. So he went over to her house. Fucking woke up that morning. Went to work. Came home. Got a text that his son died. Fucking Then he had to come into the police station. And then instantly they're talking, chilling. Instantly the guy gets up. Fucking yeah, you're under arrest. You're gonna be here overnight. Fucking there you go, fucking you can't fucking you skip a day of work, you might possibly lose your job, and now you're in jail for the day and have to be interrogated for this whole debacle. They officially ruined.
She also said what she considered blunt force trauma. She also said.
Yeah, that shit got me faded X-rated. I'm over here fucking yapping. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck's going on?
That was the fatal damage.
Sorry, man. Unprofessional ass video, man. I'm sorry.
Operation to his heart.
What?
She also said she considered blunt force trauma. She also said the damage that was the fatal damage was a laceration to his heart.
Out of a broken heart, man. Damn, son. So there's no way that he was just coughing and acting weird while he was put into that stroller and walked those 2 fucking miles. Right? Don't you think?
And that is caused by something striking him, something hard. And according to the medical examiner, that he pretty much passed away immediately.
Given this fact, it's difficult to imagine Tamika would not have known the toddler was deceased before she placed him in the stroller. A part of her story would not have...
Immediately.
Yeah, passed away immediately. So...
that he pretty much passed away immediately.
Yeah, from that broken heart. So, he definitely would have been deceased by the time he was put in that stroller, man. So, You're caught, dude. You were caught, man.
Given this fact, it's difficult to imagine Tamika would not have known the toddler was deceased before she placed him in the stroller, a part of her story that Robert's sister finds highly suspicious.
She was like, well, I put him in a stroller, and we walked to the plaza, and she said that when she was at the plaza, that's when she turned around and noticed that Curtis was unresponsive. She said she just bust out.
Look at this dude. This dude is going through it, bro. This dude is going through it, man. He's done. Who knows, though?
Screaming. And then it was a crowd of people. And she said that a man came and got him out the stroller and did CPR.
That is true.
And by the time the paramedics police came, he was already gone.
According to the autopsy, the 3-year-old was likely deceased before he was ever put in the stroller. Abrasions and lacerations covered his head, neck, and
But at
torso.
the same time, how does your son have all these marks and you don't question your baby mama if you're not the one doing it? You know what I mean? I mean, both of these parents failed that child, dude. But, you know.
So, the bruising pattern consistent with being hit by a belt. He was struck with such force that it lacerated the back of his heart, causing his chest cavity to fill with blood.
I didn't know. I promise you, I didn't know.
He lost that blood so quick, he would not have lived for minutes.
I didn't know, sir.
What happened?
I'm telling you, that's what happened. That is exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened.
So you're telling me Robert beat him and left, and you put him in a stroller.
I didn't put him.
He hopped in a stroller.
Curtis put it
and you walked around randomly.
I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm walking. And then I'm thinking that they both fell asleep. That he wasn't breathing. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know.
Surveillance footage shows Tamika casually walking down the street toward the Family Dollar. Her 1-year-old child in the back appears upright and alert, but 3-year-old Curtis is slumped over the front, completely unmoving in his seat.
Oh my gosh, and it's even worse that he's just there. And she's just parading this dead child around.
For time to think, Tamika recalls that Robert is the one who ultimately put him in the stroller.
He carried him, put him in the stroller, put his seatbelt on him. We started walking the path that we said, and we went our separate ways.
So when you guys, was Robert planning on going to Family Dollar with you?
I believe so. I can't really say. I believe he was, and he had received a phone call, and he kissed us, and he went his separate way.
But this remains to be seen, given Robert's claims he was at work all morning. Surveillance footage captures the moment she arrived at the Family Dollar around 3:08 p.m., but the video does little to support her claims that this is the moment she discovered the 3-year-old unresponsive. When she arrives, Tamika pushes the stroller to the side and simply stands around until a man hands her a flyer. She tucks it into the stroller and, without acknowledging her children, continues to simply linger nearby. Finally, she peeks into the store but doesn't appear to ask anyone for help before closing the door. Then, without ever once touching Curtis, checking for a pulse, or attempting to wake him, she heads inside and asks for a phone to dial 911. Only now does the gathering crowd realize the toddler is pale and unresponsive. Bystanders quickly pull him from the seat and lay him on the curb.
That man is a hero right there.
While Tamika begins
that man is a hero. He heard that shit. He ran outside and fucking started.
Only now does the gathering crowd realize the toddler is pale and unresponsive. Yeah. Bystanders quickly pull him from the seat and lay him on the curb.
He went plus ultra for real.
CPR, while Tamika begins jumping up and down as if in a sudden state of panic. The store manager describes the whole incident as feeling staged.
Like, she didn't seem like a...
It does, dude, that whole incident seemed fucking staged. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely am starting to believe this dude more. You know what I mean? They have me all over the place, but I'm kind of now narrowing down over here. Thank God for sister. Thank God for sister, though, man. Damn, dude. Really had his fucking back, dude. Dude, that's some real fucking sibling shit, man. That's some love right there. It is
We had asked
something
her,
to be
like, so
fucking thankful for forever.
what do you want to do as an idea as far
Man,
as services,
beautiful.
stuff like that. She was walking around normally, you know, like nothing really happened.
Regardless, given Tamika's damning allegations against Robert, the detective says his hands are tied and he has no choice but to hold him in jail overnight while they investigate. Given a moment alone, Robert calls his daughter to explain that he won't be able to pick her up tonight.
Damn, son. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna leave you to stay with your uncle because I told you she said she's gonna tell her a whole bunch of stuff and then I'll verify my story.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be out by tomorrow, okay? I know I'm gonna be out by tomorrow, but I love you.
Too.
I'll love you more.
No, you're not.
No, I'll love you more.
Damn.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
He then talks to his daughter's mother, who speaks out in protest once she learns that Robert will be going to jail.
You can't put somebody in jail without they can't do that. Like, what the are they?
Downtown at the Justice Center.
Oh my God! Because I'm trying to get work, and at this point, I'm ready to come up there because that doesn't sound like something that should be happening, Bobby. And you trying to grieve your son, and they trying to put you in a jail cell to collaborate this, to collaborate that. And I understand, you know, but it just don't seem like proper protocol when you got somebody to say that I was at this place at that time. That's your story.
Yep. That is true. That is very true.
Baby, ain't nothing ever happened to my child.
Still, they're told.
Damn, dude. Tanika. How do you lie on someone's name like that? How do you lie on someone's name like that with no fucking remorse? You just start lying on this motherfucker's name out of nowhere. Had me believing on that shit. Had me feeling like this motherfucker was an evil person. Shame on you. For real, man. That's crazy. Tanika, do better.
There's nothing
do
anyone
better.
can do but wait for the evidence to come to light.
No, I love you, Bobby.
I love you.
You're going to take care of this. We're going to get through this. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Damn, son.
Investigators would later confirm that Robert got on a bus to work as early as 8:19 a.m., nearly 7 hours before Tamika would begin her walk to Family Dollar. Time cards and surveillance would prove he remained at work until he received the call about his son.
Oh my goodness.
Additionally, after speaking with a neighbor, investigators learned that Tamika would often talk about Robert, complaining that he would not discipline the children or so much as raise his voice.
Oh my goodness. Yo, Tamika.
His own
Tamika, you need to work on
to
yourself.
Describe her as someone who could lie very convincingly.
She could, man. She really could. That's crazy.
Robert was released
Yo,
after spending one night.
Dude, I don't know why I believe that fucking bitch, but damn.
In jail with no formal charges.
You're really
against
convincing.
him. In a devastating discovery, Curtis's autopsy revealed evidence that he had been beaten repeatedly in the months leading up to his death.
Oh man,
a reality
and it's
that
still,
cut
I
deepest
forgot.
for his foster mother, Michelle.
Damn, poor fucking boy.
After he
man.
was
That's
returned to
crazy.
Tamika, Michelle still tried to visit and look after him, refusing to stop caring for the child she loved and had planned to adopt. 5 days following the murder of 3-year-old Curtis Witcher, 30-year-old Tamika Eggleton was arrested and later indicted on 1 count of aggravated murder, 2 counts of murder, 1 count of felonious assault, and 1 count of endangering children. In September of 2023,
man, she should get a fucking false fucking claim, false claim charge or something like that, dude. Cause nah, man, that shit's fucked up.
Her new baby. According to court documents, the infant and her
Motherfucker
1-year-old
manipulated
son had been placed
me
in a foster
through the
care
screen
home
is
together.
crazy.
On June 11th, 2024, Tamika pleaded guilty as part of a plea deal, and 2 of the 5 counts were dropped. During sentencing, Tamika told the judge, "I should have never gotten him back. I wasn't fit to be a mother." Curtis's foster mother, Michelle, also delivered a statement. She faced Tamika directly and told her, "You are no mother. You're a monster."
Oh my
The judge
goodness.
sentenced Tamika Eggleton to a total of 31 to 35 years to life in prison with 409 days credit.
Guys, imagine that, dude. That lady got him from when he was a week old. That was her son, dude. That was her son. She got him from a week old to 3 years old. That means all of the newborn stuff she had to deal with, her and her husband had to deal with, or her and her partner had to deal with. And next thing you know, you have to give your child that you've been taking care of back to the original mother, which is, of course, a good thing in some cases. But don't find out a couple weeks later after that goodbye, and you've been trying to get her back on the phone and be like, "Can I take care of him for tonight?" or something like that, only to find out that a couple weeks later has passed and he has been abused viciously. Yeah, you're a monster. You're fucking evil. You
For time
under the
served.
jail.
If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light,
Under
you'll
the
find extra
jail,
footage
man.
and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
Freak. That was a good one, man. Thank you guys for watching.